What's up guys, Transfer here, and today I have another ranked gameplay for you guys. This is actually a dual ranked gameplay yet again with my friend who is playing Shyvana, so it's kind of a matching skin here with Ice Drake Shyvana and Glacial Malphite. But let's talk about this really quickly, right? So in terms of composition, you might be thinking this is kind of strange. Obviously, you probably would have noticed our composition is more favored towards the late game, and enemy composition is like very favored to early game. So because of that, we actually realized that in terms of drafting, what really happened was that we basically had a Wukong first, I believe, and then or the enemy actually went first. They went for probably Pantheon, and I don't really remember the draft really in terms of orders, but basically what happened was that the enemy team decided to go for basically all in early game, and then because of that I saw so many AD come out like Lee Sin, like Pantheon, like Zed, that I just like, wait, okay, so if I pick Malphite, I just auto win my lane, really. Obviously my Zed does have priority, and he did manage to ward the blue, so that's a good job. But fortunately I already warded my blue, and you can see in this little tussle here, Pantheon has already come in. This is a very good job by Pantheon. Unfortunately there's not enough follow-up really, and they don't manage to get a kill. As for myself, you can see in Malphite is one of those champs that doesn't really win lane. Obviously you can just, basically what's gonna happen is that the wave just crashes, so you can't really take CS really. So it's okay to just stay behind. And now we see that actually Pantheon has invaded. Now he has with the awareness. Obviously the whole thing is coming around as well, but now I'm just turning around. It's a 3 versus 2 as it comes around the corner as well. Pantheon is already flashed out. Shyvana is really low. Shyvana does get the buff, and because of that Shyvana needs to back off as well because it's a little bit too dangerous. Pantheon jumps in for re-engage as well. The whole team's come around. It's basically 4 versus 2 as Pantheon as Shyvana went back. So we're gonna play it safe, we're gonna step back. But you can see we didn't lose that much out of that. In fact, we are a little bit ahead in terms of goal. And that's still good because, as we mentioned, the enemy team comp is like super early game focused. And you can see how I'm just dominating the Z with my Q once Malphite just keep spamming the Q. I do a lot of damage. Obviously, mana management is an issue if I keep spamming, really. But in general, if I just use my Q, should be alright as the wave just pushes in anyway. And I'm just gonna go in. So unfortunately for us, the Lee Sin actually went for a gank and he got the Wukong. And Shyvana basically tried to do something. And here this is where a little bit of mistake by our jungler really. He could just auto the wave, get level 5, maybe get a counter kill onto the Lee Sin. But that didn't happen. But it's okay. Some points to learn for the next time around. But anyway, because of that, the Zed actually came around for help as well. They did manage to get killed. And now Zed has, well, unbeknownst to us really, walked right into our jungle camping at the rebuff. So I guess it's a little bit of fortune on our side because Zed has been waiting there for our jungler Shyvana. But the Shyvana actually decided to go for passing towards top. And I think it's sensible because you can't really get much out of helping the Wukong, but if you can help the Vayne lane out, especially since Vayne already got something going on like very safe early on, and unlike the Wukong who already lost to the Lee Sin in that engage, it's much better. So here I actually had my R, I had my ultimate, I didn't use it really. And the reason for that is because I don't want to out a single person, especially Lee Sin, and we don't know what's gonna happen. So actually here comes Lee Sin, he actually comes into tower range, I immediately out him. And with that bait, the Zed also cannot go anywhere after Zed already altered the Shyvana in the jungle. And that was a very successful counter engagement over there for us. So it turned out really well. With that, of course, we are kind of okay to take the dragon really. We're gonna wait for a while for the jungle to come around. And here comes Pantheon. He lands a stun, but we get a kill. He uses flash. This ultimate by Braum is definitely not necessary, especially since he KS'd as well. But more than anything, it was not necessary since there was sufficient damage. I was going back because I didn't have mana. Our team wanted to continue dragon. Not the best idea really, as you can see. we don't have sweepers except for the Shyvana, and there's a ward there that our team had no idea, basically, really. So I want to clear my wave. I told them just wait a little bit, just give up the priority, give up the dragon for a while. I mean, we reset the dragon as well, and enemy team is still hovering around it. So you can see how now literally 2 people try to fight me, a Zed and a Lee Sin, and I didn't get killed. So the Wukong comes in as well. I flash. I do manage to get away. A lot of things fighting on the mid. This is basically the whole enemy team is like really confused at this point. And I still get a Lee Sin in the end. I do come in the ultimate, which is huge because I got the jungler. Our Shyvana dies as well to that Corky bomb, so well aimed by that. But our team still wins the fight, and that's a huge kill. It's a huge kill by the Vayne, and that will help to snowball, especially since Vayne already has Blood the Rune King, and you can see that actually our jungler Shyvana also went for Blood the Rune King, which is kind of interesting. But you know, compared to Trinity Force, it's a lot cheaper, and it does give you more damage at the expense of maybe a little bit of tankiness. But once again, you can see at this point we have been doing well. We're already very far ahead of the enemy team. Obviously, if anything messes up, we'll still have issues. But you can see in this very AD dominated meta, you know, in Plat and Emerald Elo, mostly Emerald, I think. There's a lot of AD running around. You know, physical damage. You can see Corky, you can see Lee Sin, you can see Pantheon. Here, basically, is that just disrespected my level advantage, so I just killed him. So yeah, there's a lot of AD, and that's why Malphite actually, I think, is one of the best counter picks in the meta, and it's very good because he can be played in Baron, he can be played in mid sometimes, you know, going against these physical melee assassins, he really does well. And he can also be a support. Obviously, not the best thing because you just sit around and queue from the back, so you tend to take a lot of poke damage. So our team actually won that 3 versus 2 with that gank from Shyvana, so you're gonna go for the tower. As for myself, we did manage to get, I mean, there was the first tower gone. I had a feeling that Pantheon was there, really. And Pantheon comes in. I just out him from the back, you know, don't want to get hit. I do take the Herald in the end. Very nice knockup by the Lee Sin. Here I could have just walked out. I thought I was dead anyway, so I just want to go for it. But our team gets it in the end, and that was very nice. Because we not only got first tower, we also got another Herald. And Vayne and Braum are basically just 2v2 yet again. Probably underestimated the power of their farm, really, for the enemy team. Like Lulu and Corky went all in, and they didn't manage to get it, unfortunately. So that's yet again another advantage for us. So basically you can see right from the start, all these small things that built up over time, the failed engages, then jungle invade that didn't turn out, Zed camping in our jungle, and Shyvana actually managed to out the way. So very safe on our end, and we managed to counter them very hard. Obviously not only with the draft, but also the way we played. So that's very good. So Corky is actually gotten his package. There isn't a dragon at this point also, which is kind of interesting. So we're just gonna push out the wave. And here comes a condemn, and I just out in. So this ultimate is kind of funny, really. But because I'm building AP, you can see I have Liandry's Torment into Luden's Echo. You're just gonna do it. Just gonna send the ultimate and go in. So nothing much happening. Our jungler is actually taking a very risky play here to try and take another tower. As for myself, I release the Herald in mid. Corky uses his package to try and disrupt. The tower is going down anyway, and we're just gonna back out after that. So Shyvana's still taking the tower in the meantime. I told my friend, the jungler, is like, oh, the whole team's coming for you. A little bit too late for that now. And here comes the damage. Shyvana outs away, but there's no way it's gonna happen, and Shyvana's not gonna escape. So yeah, not the best thing that can happen, really. Because Shyvana pushed way too much. We should have just backed off anyway, since now we have dragon in 20 seconds. It's not too bad, really, because we're still ahead, and our jungler will be ahead for the dragon spawn. You may flicker away or flash away, I'm sorry, because I don't want to take that additional damage after the ultimate. After all, I'm not full tank anyway. I also can save myself. So our team is just going crazy. I see that the Z has gone to the Wukong, and I just ult him and he dies. It's pretty funny. So that's kind of the strength of AP Malphite, and really the big thing is just landing an ultimate. Very good for laning also as well, because obviously Tank Malphite is good as well in laning if you have Grasp of the Undying, but going against champions that don't want to, go in and trade with you, like the Z, he just wants to stand further away and just throw shurikens at you. It's much better for Aery and AP Malphite. Sometimes you can even go Aery and go Tank Malphite anyway, but that's kind of the point anyway. So that's kind of the game. So it was pretty interesting. Obviously, it's one of my fastest games, especially in ranked, and somehow I also managed to get MVP. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can see how in terms of drafting we tried our best to counter the strong early game of the enemy team, and how we played, the decisions that we made. We played it safe. We played to try and counter them. We don't try to force fights unnecessarily, because I know that they are very strong in picking off people, and also in terms of drafting we also went trying to go full armor on my end. I mean, by just picking up the Malphite. In the end I didn't build full armor because I needed the poke in lane, but having tanky, especially in this meta which is like so AD dominant, especially within Platinum and Emerald Elo, I think it turned out really well for us, and we got away with a very nice win. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is John, so signing off. I'll see you guys next time.